adding the things that he's done in the past and blend with, and I think it's been a beautiful mixture.
Any examples of that?
Just how we've done things around the team meeting rooms, the position rooms, how we've had meetings, how we went about our senior things and things like that. He's done a great job with meeting with our seniors, and kind of getting their inputs on a lot of things and things like that.
Have there been any rough patches along those lines?
Not at all.
No?
Nope, not at all.
What about him not being a Virginia Tech guy? Were there any times when y'all had to tell him anything about the program or the place? Or?
I think he did his research before he actually got to us. So I think he did a pretty good job at being caught up on everything that was going on.
Yeah. Isaiah, thanks. Appreciate it. All right, take care.
Isaiah, first, how have you submitted any paperwork for the NFL draft yet, or you haven't done? Do you plan on doing that after the bowl game, or have you even thought about that?
I haven't really been able to think about any of it. Just for the simple fact that this is my last game with the seniors. Sam Rogers is kind of one of those guys that was the first person that I met when I first got on campus, and he kind of took me under his wing. And the same I could say for Chuck Clark, Big John, Augie, all those guys are players that meant so much to me and meant so much to this program. I think that I'd be doing them a disservice if I was worrying about outside things other than just beating Arkansas, getting them 10 wins, and sending them out the right way.
How do you guys think the team as a whole? Has handled the distractions of a bowl week with all the different events that happen? And do you think the team's been well focused during practice this week?
I think we've done a great job at flipping on and off the switch. And the Coach Fuente told us that there's a time to play and then there's a time to work. So we know that the minute we step on that football field, it's business, and it's time to take care of our business. And we get in and we get our work done, and then we get out and we have fun again. And so I think we've done a great job at flipping the switch on and off.
How much motivation is there to get back to 10 wins? Obviously, that was the standard a few years ago, and now you have the chance to do that again, kind of reset that as the bar for Virginia Tech. How much motivation does that give you?
It's what we've been working for, since Coach Fuente stepped on campus. His motto was draw the line, and he showed us all those 10-win seasons and those top 25 finishes and things like that. And then he showed us the last 4 years where we've been 7-6 or 8-5, and that's not Virginia Tech. That's not who we are, and we deserve to be on that national spotlight, and to be talked in the conversation as the elite programs of the world, because we feel like Virginia Tech is that program, and we want to get Virginia Tech back to that program. So getting this 10th win would mean that we drew the line, that Coach Fuente, that we bought into everything that he taught us.
Has there been really any differences between the way Fuente and Beamer approached a bowl week preparation? I know you've gone through a couple with Beamer, and now you're going through your first one with Fuente.
We've practiced a lot more with Coach Fuente, and the practices have been more intense. But that's how it's been all year. Our practices were different. They were a lot faster and a lot up tempo, and as well as our lifting and things like that. So we've been accustomed to it, but the practices have been a little different. Yeah.
Looking ahead to tomorrow's game, what have you seen from the Arkansas defense and especially the secondary?
They're athletic. They're big. As a whole defense, they'll be pretty big, strong, and athletic. On the back end, they're pretty athletic. They're elusive. They're agile, so they'll be able to move pretty quickly. So we'll have to really be on our details as far as our route running and our catching and things like that. Make sure we're lifting the ball all the way in and getting out of breaks and things like that. So it'll be a tough matchup.
Is there any extra motivation this week, knowing that it's going to be tomorrow very much like a home crowd for you all, given how close Charlotte is to Blacksburg? Is there any extra motivation with knowing a lot of Hokie fans?
We know that our fans travel well no matter where we play, and Hokie Nation is the best fans in the country, and I will stand to that. And anywhere we go, they'll travel, but especially since Charlotte's only 2 hours, we know that a lot of the families and the fans that stay in Blacksburg will be sure to travel, and they'll be out there making sure that we can get them.
What have you seen from some of the younger receivers, some of the freshmen that have come in as they've gone through this bowl prep? I know usually you see younger guys in practice. We hear about them getting more reps and whatnot. What have you seen from those guys, and has any of them stood out?
The future's bright. The future's really bright. Phil Patterson is one that redshirted this year, but he'll be a special player when it's all said and done. And Divine Diablo is another one who'll be a special player. He's came a long way. Eric Kuma is a guy that travels. He plays in some special teams this year, and he's made tremendous strides as well. So I think that whole freshman class of receiver receivers, excuse me, they all made a huge stride since they stepped on campus, and I think that the future's bright for all of them.
How big is it for you to see also Cam Phillips play so well? I mean, you guys came in together. He's really had a breakout year this year, only having 3 catches less than you. Both of you guys actually pushing for that single-season reception record.
Right.
How big is that for you to see him do so well?
It's huge for me. You know, Cam is my boy. It's my best friend on the team, and this is something that we've pictured coming in as freshmen. You know, for us to both be neck and neck, you know, competing for yards, touchdowns, and catches and things like that. And for him to have this year that he's having after the year that he had last year and before it shows his character, because he never went in the tank or anything. He just persevered straight through everything, and now he's making a lot of plays.
Coming from Florida, obviously you've seen a lot of the SEC. How big is it to get the chance to face a solid SEC team and try and get a win against the SEC?
The competitive nature brings it out of you. You know, you always want to play against the best, and they believe that they're the best conference in football. So to get a chance and opportunity to play against them, because they beat a lot of good teams, and they've played against a lot of good teams as well, and they've been right in the game. So to kind of measure where we stand against them, it's going to be a fun matchup.
Thanks, Isaiah.